Welcome to the Pearls of Wisdom podcast, brought to you by Southern Jewelry News and Jewelry Store Marketers. Hey everyone, this is Guy with Jewelry Store Marketers, and we are here again at the RJO show with you, another episode of the Pearls of Wisdom Jewelry podcast. And I have Lisa Dillon with Southern Jewelry News. Whoop, whoop.
Hello.
Whoop, whoop. And today our special guest is Aubree Ford.
Yes.
Our RDI Diamonds here.
Correct.
And you have made some amazing achievements in the company, in an amazing company.
Thank
in
you.
an amazing industry.
The best.
And you know what? God damn, we're amazing, I think.
I don't know. This industry is amazing. RJO is amazing, obviously.
Yeah. So that's
I
a
think
lot of amazing.
Let's just drop the mic and we're done. We're all
Can we be done now?
We're
is this
amazing.
She
done?
would like that. It's all good, yeah. No, we have some pearls of wisdom.
I can't wait
get
to
out
hear
there.
your pearls of wisdom.
Yeah, so we want to pull some pearls of wisdom from Aubree, who has been a 5-time winner of a Salesperson of the Year here at the RJO organization.
Yeah,
and
so if
that's a
there's-
big
If
accomplishment.
there's anybody listening that loves Aubree, please comment
Oh.
on this podcast.
Please.
On this, whatever you see, you
Whatever
might see
platform.
this on a social media post and say, "Oh my God, I love Aubree."
Yeah.
I
Let us know.
all these and Guy.
Yeah.
And if it's my two teenagers, because we all know teenagers are,
Yeah, they're gonna blow
you
up.
better comment that you love me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So tell us first about RDI. Why is this company? Why is it the company? Why is it a great company?
I could probably talk about them for forever, just so you know.
All right, we got about 30 minutes, but let's try.
I know, we have 30 minutes.
I
so.
say give us your top 3
Yeah.
Okay.
reasons
that I love
that
them or what's great about
Yeah,
them.
Yes.
The number one is their story and where they came from and how this business has grown for my owner and how he takes no for an answer. Nobody in that family takes no for an answer. They find ways around to make it a yes. And it's just super inspiring.
Now, did you learn from that attitude to become the salesperson you are today?
I would say I learned a ton to be I mean, I was never, I don't think I was ever supposed to be in sales. I have a lot of other things I did prior to getting into diamonds, so I'm kind of new to this industry, and I learned more from my jewelers and you guys, really, honestly. I really do. I guess at the end of the day, I was in special ed. I was special ed teacher for years, and I then I moved and I had my son, and I decided special ed's probably not my gig anymore. I have a kid, and I don't really want to incorporate that. So I came back here, and the funniest thing ever is my parents always used to joke around and say on every single report card it said, Aubree is too social, except for one, and that's the one that's still hanging in the hallway as a notation for my mom. And every single time somebody new comes to the house, she's like, and this is my, and it's like the worst report card ever, just so you know. It's probably my worst report card, but it didn't say too social. So my mom and dad always said, you need to be in sales. You need to do something in sales. You know, you're just somebody whom people identify with. And my parents are the two best people in the entire world. I was raised by two of the strongest, amazing individuals, and I learned a lot from them. They're super different, and if I can be a tenth of what they are, I would be the most amazing human on the earth. So with that and the years of being in the industry, I've been in the industry since 2009 now, and learning from you guys and everything, RDI really is kind of the company who allows us to be who we are, and they connect us with people that identify and I identify with, and they kind of just, it's always changing and it's always overlapping, but it's diamonds, and diamonds are forever.
Yeah.
They're rare and forever, actually.
Yeah, rare. Ooh.
Oh,
Shout out
did
to
I
Rare
just-
and Forever. Only at RDI Diamonds.
I'm going to pull my Elisa.
There you go. But that is, I had an opportunity to be invited up to RDI to one of their spring buying and educational events. So they take a lot of pride in bringing their jewelers out to Rochester and doing just some great, I mean, Larry Johnson as a visual person telling you how to do, there was just a lot of valuables, the one-on-one buying that you were able to see. So I think having that personal relationship that they do with their customers, was just really welcoming. I mean, she was like picking me up, and we were just, they had a great time, a dinner afterwards with a gambling, it was a casino night.
Nice.
So, it was just a lot of fun. I think that says a lot about Mike and the company and how it's grown. And again, it's good. So
Yeah.
I know you've been there.
And they
how
always
long now?
change. I've been there since 2009, right before 3 months before we got into RJO, actually.
Wow. Okay.
And then I, obviously did RJO and went to the first RJO show about 6, 7, 8 months after I started in the industry. And when I say I learned everything, I got on board with just learning the industry and kind of keeping that knowledge behind me, learning from and listening really more than anything. I think our job is more to listen.
Right.
And to be not just a confidant, but just listen to those little tiny nuances. And that's really kind of what makes me understand what my individual jewelers and jewelers that work consistently with us, they need. And that I shoot from the hip, I'll be
There you
honest.
go. Sure, why
I tell
not?
it like it is. Why not,
Yeah,
right?
That's the best way to be. I mean, there's a lot of trust. People really, again,
Absolutely.
they, this group and obviously with the accolades you've received, but,
Oh, thank you.
they're
They're super humbling.
Yeah.
What is it? Why? I mean, you've done a variety of things, a
Mm-hmm.
few different things, and then you said you got into this industry, started learning. But there's a lot of people that get into this industry. There's a lot of sales reps. There's a lot of companies, but maybe they're not kicking ass like you did.
No.
Why? What was it about you? What was it about the industry, the company, that drove you so far to be such a great salesperson?
I don't think it's so much the company, and I mean this with the highest amount of regard to RDI and our industry and RJO, but I have said it to my owner, I've said it to all of my bosses, I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for the people that I talk to on the other end of the line most days of the week.
Oh, that's so humbling.
And it really is. I walk in those doors. Oh,
Well,
did you
maybe
just do
you're
an
all-
Aubree?
You're only as good as, your peers or how you're viewed by your,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
But hey, look, there's a little finesse in being a good salesperson. You've got to have really good communication skills, and you have to be real. People will know when you're being some fake ass shit. Okay? And then, know your product and have a passion for what you do.
Yes.
So obviously you love diamonds of something because you're like, ooh, I love jewelry. I started out, but then I love all the way to let me publish a newspaper about
And I
jewelry.
love reading them.
So
it works.
whatever it is, that's your passion. So I think you had that passion.
For people, I think more
Yeah.
than anything. I think it's the
It
people.
sounds like put you in any industry,
I don't think that's the case.
but she would be amazing with people. You would be amazing
Oh,
probably
thank
with
you.
people.
I appreciate
real estate,
that.
she's going to sell tons of houses.
Yeah.
That's
the
what my
cars, you're gonna
parents
sell
always
tons
said
of-
about me.
you're
Is
gonna-
you need to go into real estate.
You're going to do all this and you're going to sell tons of it
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
because people like you, you're real, and you just connect well.
I don't think I do anything without understanding the other person on the other side
I
of the
think
line
that's
and doing
really important.
exactly.
Sometimes people, in sales, there's a lot of salespeople that want to push their agenda. This is my
Oh,
agenda.
yeah.
I want you to be on my schedule. I want you to buy this at this price. But then, sometimes that is the end result. But you can find out what's important, why you're doing this, how can I help you?
Mm-hmm.
And then, by the way, this, what we have to offer is going to do this. And sometimes you get to the same result, but you come out
The
to
feeling
be
isn't as
friends.
great, though, with some of those results. Wouldn't you agree?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
True.
Right.
Well, I think the other thing that made it really interesting is, and because RJO is such a great organization, is the Gen Z And is that
Yeah,
something?
Next Gen.
Yeah, Next
We're
Gen.
one of the primary original sponsors of Next Gen. I love my
think
Next
you
Geners.
helped launch the Next Gen with a bunch of other young Next Gen, jewelers here at RJO.
Yes.
Why don't you tell our audience real quick about what RJO's Next Gen is about?
Okay, so Next Gen is a concept that RJO came to us way back in, I think 2011, 2012 maybe even later than that. But it was within the last, I would say, 6 to 8 years, because there's been 5 different, and it's every other year. So it's basically taking the jeweler, the independent jeweler right now, whom is possibly thinking about retirement or thinking about what are my next steps, and the next steps could possibly be somebody whom is in the store. Doesn't have to always be your child that's grown up in the store. In a lot of cases it is, though, and that's super neat to be a part of that concept, because I get to watch them grow, and that's super exciting for me. The Next Geners I've seen since 2009, and then see where they've come, and then I'm actually like a proud mama of some of them. It's weird, or like the proud aunt, I'll say.
Yeah,
I won't be the mama, maybe, but the proud
auntie.
aunt, the cool aunt. I'll be the cool
you're
aunt.
definitely the cool aunt.
But I just
That's
get to
great.
watch, like, for instance, LR Jewelers. Like, he taught me so much about Antwerp, and Drew, obviously. But I remember my first dinner with a client was with Connie and him and his wife now, Kayla, and also one of Connie's friends. And we were in Savannah, and he was all of 16, 17 years old. And I got to watch him choose a diamond and kind of help along that process and look for it. I got to hear about going to Paris and his backtrack. And then I got to see him go through that Next Gen level and then have kids, 2 kids now, and see him grow. But then for him to teach me so much in Antwerp a few months ago was absolutely amazing. And Next Gen really provides that over that lifespan, and you get to watch these people take over these businesses, change them, and make them grow successfully within RJO. And I just really love the concept of it.
Is it like more like a social club, or do they have actual scholarships and
Yes.
Okay, so the thing that would drive most of the Next Gen is invest into the next generation in your store, and thereby we're going to offer events and education scholarships for people on that.
Well, I think the scholarships more comes from the foundation,
the
the
foundation.
RJO Foundation.
That's the
Because
other,
I've
yeah.
written a couple of reports for that foundation. And I say reports, but referrals for different people that are trying to get one of the, the different scholarships that they provide through that foundation. But for Next Gen, I think it's, they have it's not just a social club.
It's not networking, but
There's a lot of networking, but I think when you put a bunch of people in the room and you take out all the outside influences of their parents and the people that they grew up with, they might have been the little boy, the little girl running around the store, right? That everybody remembers was like running around and doing this and all the crazy stories. And now they're going to become the boss of some of these elder staff members, maybe the jeweler, maybe the oldest, staff member on site. And they have to overall get around that concept. So having other people that have been through it,
to mentor, and they do.
And it's like a leveled kind of concept where
program.
Everybody kind of gets that point where they can ask the questions, they can be comfortable. Well, what happens when this happens? What happens when you
Without
get a
being
lawyer?
judged or
and
stuff like
it's
that.
not with a family member in the store. It kind of takes them out of their comfort zone, so to speak, or
Makes
their
sense.
store. You bring in from all different areas, and they talk about their stories and what they went through. But then they also bring in people like, Kate Peterson and collaborate with her, and she does a lot with like her assessments and talks about how relationship building. It's just a really neat group of amazing young jewelers that they're trying to change, and it's a lot easier when they're around a lot of people that are changing with them. So
It's a great program.
What's so you're involved with a lot of different things here in this industry. How do you see any changes or things that you'd love to see the industry or the people grow into? You see, is there, what's the next step, maybe? What do you think? Anything?
I
It's a
think
deep
it's
question.
different. It is kind of deep, and it's a lot of levels on that,
Yeah.
especially with me being in diamonds. So,
Yeah.
and all of the different levels of diamonds we have, and the changes in the market.
You're going through a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there on that level. But I guess I don't know if I could really answer that. I think it's going to be different situationally between each. Because you've got some stores that maybe have two children, and both of them, one's a jeweler, one's the diamond buyer, or one's one of the buyers. So they have different responsibilities. You've got other next geners that have gone through the program that there's 3 siblings, and one is that social butterfly that does really well on the floor and kind of leads that. One's really good at the back of the house stuff, and one's the jeweler.
Yeah.
So I think it is very situational because you don't have all of the same thing, and that's what makes it fun for me, because you get to hear the stories and you get to talk to the people and hear about their kids and know about their lives, and I have a genuine interest in knowing what's your dog's name? Like, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
You just got a fish from the carnival? Well, what color is it? How big is it now? You know, like,
Yeah.
I have a weird mememory, so I remember stuff like that I shouldn't probably.
Right.
Well, that's what makes you so unique.
Oh, well, thank you.
What's your, where are you going from here? What's your next step? I mean, you're gonna stick with RDI as long as possible, or, yeah.
Is this going to be watched by? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Of course, I would stay with that company. I mean, at this point, I don't even know where my world is going to end up. It's been in so many different places that it's like, I would love to be in a bus traveling around the country, and that's the running joke of the office, like foraging off the grounds, which you wouldn't think that about me, but I am a huge, like, that's my natural habitat. I love being outdoors. I don't love being in front of people all the time or being around a lot of people.
Do you
which
like to
think-
hug trees?
I don't technically hug them, but if they've got a maitake mushroom growing or like hen of the woods, chicken of the woods growing off of it, I'm hugging that tree because it's special and it's giving us some good vibes.
Right.
But no, I would really love to take a vintage bus and just travel around to all of my stores and just see everybody's store and have that overall idea. I don't get to know what they do on their side.
Right.
And when I get to see it from my own eyes, it's like watching a movie to me. And I sit back and
It's
I'm
nice,
like,
yeah.
oh my God, this is awesome. Because in my world, I'm on a phone. It sounds super glamorous. Oh, I'm a diamond wholesaler. I'm a senior diamond. I'm the lead of the RJO diamond wholesaler. On my business card, when people that I just meet see my business, they go, oh, I said, yeah, it sounds a lot more glamorous than it really is. Let's be honest. But it really is a glamorous world that we live in, and it's afforded so many great things for me and my family and the people I've met. Y'all, for instance. I mean, it's been great.
Yeah, this industry has so much camaraderie, and RDI is really family oriented. I think the first time I met most of them, and they've been a long-standing partner in the publications, but it's definitely family, family built. RJO's family built. I think Aubree captures that too. I think that's why you've been so successful. You'll continue to be successful. Gosh, you're just a little baby.
Oh, stop
in this
it. I'm
industry.
really not. In the industry, yes, but not a baby in general.
Right.
So I would love to be retired next year, Guy.
All right.
And
Hey,
we could
sounds
go
good.
down that road.
Oh, hi. No,
Do you
no.
need an employee?
It's
I
my
might
turn
do it.
to
Yeah, it is.
retire.
While you're having a grandbaby, you get to retire
That's
soon,
right.
right?
That's right. Yeah.
Don't tell Bill.
Yeah. No. Oh, but yeah, I'm so glad to introduce. I know that this is your first podcast you've ever done.
Yes.
Well, we're not going to make sure it's not going to be the last one, because I would like for Aubree to come back maybe, when we're doing the next show, and even if it's the next RJO in Philly, let's talk about what changes you've seen, and since this show to the next.
Yeah.
But
I would love that because there's going to be a lot of changes, I feel like, in the very near future, at least in my world of diamonds.
right.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Should we do some rapid fire
Yeah,
questions?
rapid fire.
What is that?
The hard-hitting ones. No, I don't.
I like the hard hitting,
Oh.
like hard and tough.
And today's rapid fire questions are brought to you by
Dun 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 dun. Eric Weber at Oro for giving me a beautiful necklace and earrings.
Shout out to Eric at Oro, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, right. Woo! Focus. Look at the kitten heels that Sarah Streb has on right now. Super duper cute. Look at them. Sarah's got some banging kittens on right now.
Did I? Where is it?
All right.
I just had it, right?
Yeah, you did just have it.
Just have it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna maybe you can sing from one of your previous plays.
What would you like?
I
mean, I can be 80 Annie from Oklahoma. We're close to Oklahoma, right? No, I'm joking.
I gotta tell you, you were telling me earlier about your history
With
My
theater?
all-time favorite show is Miss Saigon.
Shut up.
Not at all. Absolutely. Watched it 3 times. Watched
In
it
the
with-
theater or?
with Lea Salonga.
Oh, I went
watched
to.
it
Yes, where? Which?
New York.
Oh, you went to New York. I went to
New York.
Princess of Wales to see.
And all the songs, I know them well.
Do you?
I can't. I'm not going to bust them out. But
Who's your favorite character, though?
I mean, Kim, yes, but the.
But why? I have to know why.
You
Because this is
know-
a concept. You know the musical, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of struggle there.
Yeah.
And she gave up the ultimate for her child, right? She gave up the ultimate. But then again, there was a lot of heartbreak
From every aspect.
from that show, and I can't remember all the songs names of the titles of the songs, but I still remember Boudoir.
Boudoir? Because
Right?
that's the song
That's the
from the
song.
wedding. That the girls from the Miss Saigon house, the girls who were
Yeah.
trying to be Miss Saigon, that was the wedding song that they sing when she first met Chris. And
How's it go? Come on.
no, well, I didn't sing that one.
Well, which
I
part
didn't.
What did you sing in Miss Saigon?
I always had a partner. I
Okay.
never had a solo.
Guys, step it up.
I know, right? I actually auditioned for the part of Lauren, which is the wife who comes with him in the second.
Yeah.
But I looked a little bit
But
more like
The engineer was a lot of fun,
the engineer is my favorite character by far.
of course.
That's
Very
cool.
lots of.
Godoy was no, I'm sorry, that's
was
not the
the-
wedding song.
it
It's
was
about the
the
children
that are left behind.
that are left behind in Vietnam. Yes, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I
I
thought
think
you
they
were
were
talking about
singing-
the wedding song, but
Wasn't
yeah,
there,
no.
like Sun and Moon?
It's called Godoy.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
that's
the one. Yes.
Very good.
No,
All right,
but
take
it's-
a sip of your drink.
Love it.
I know,
Aubree.
right?
All right, we're gonna do.
We're fixing to do some rapid fire questions
We're
down here,
fixing it.
y'all.
All right. Well, here we go. Finish this phrase, Aubree. The way to my heart is.
Oh. Dogs.
Oh, okay. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Do I have to answer that?
You do. Probably something from Miss Saigon.
Nope, it isn't. Manic Monday by the Bengals. And if there's a guy that knows Love Shack, I go that way every single time.
Yeah. Tin Roof.
Rusted.
That's right.
I love it.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Ooh, that's a good one. Wow. Jonathan Brandis will always hold a place in my heart. Like from back in the day, Teen Bop on this. Jonathan
Okay.
Brandis.
Yeah.
The Never Ending Story, like the
Oh.
best movie ever made, Jonathan Brandis. You don't know Jonathan Brandis? What is wrong with you? What is wrong?
So old.
He is very old.
I'm old.
You are.
I don't know if I might have
I
heard
would
the
say
name. Okay,
celebrity crush, probably.
that's Jonathan Brandis. You already said
My
it.
dad. My dad's my celebrity crush.
Okay.
There
He's
you
a
go.
celebrity in my heart.
Sorry, Johnny Depp.
Oh, is that yours?
No,
I didn't think so.
maybe a little bit. Hey, which superpower would you want? Which superpower would you want?
I would want to be able to grant wishes for people.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Is that good? I would want to be the genie, probably.
But you can't grant them for yourself. Like
I
Like, you
would do
can't-
it
you
for
couldn't-
others. I'm not somebody that needs it for myself. That's my gift. That's my love language. Giving is my love language.
Nice.
All right, these are going to be real quick. You got to answer off the top of your head.
Okay.
Favorite city?
Top of my head. Minneapolis.
Favorite food?
Anything Asian inspired. That's
Favorite
not
word?
spicy. Oh, I don't know if I can say
You
that
can
one.
say it. We'll bleep it out.
Dizzy.
Uh,
That's dicey. No, I'm sorry. Bleep it out. Dicey is my new favorite word.
Oh,
that's
that is a good
dicey.
one. That's dicey.
That's dicey. I like the
Yeah.
phrase in general.
Where did you last travel to?
Before here,
Yeah.
Amsterdam and Antwerp.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that
It was
is
awesome.
So cool. And what did you buy last as an impulse buy?
Oh.
What was your last impulse buy?
So you know those TikTok videos where you can watch either the pearls or the stones or the bags? I
Go
might
away.
have done an opening of a pearl with like lots of pearls in it. I might have also done the rocks 3 times over with 3 scoops. And because it was double scoop, so I actually got 6 scoops, super fun. And the last one was a purse on there, and that was my impulse. I did a purse.
She said a purse.
Louis,
Oh.
Speedy 30,
You got you a Louis Vuitton.
vintage, pre-owned,
Ooh.
but is immaculate.
I bet it made you look. I made you look. You know that
Dun,
song?
dun, dun, dun.
By the jeweler. I mean, her dad's a jeweler. Megan
It
Trainor's
used to
dad.
be
Yeah,
Jewel
he's
of the
retired.
Isle, and now
Yeah.
it's Jewel of the Sea, which is a RJO jeweler.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Shout out to Megan Trainor. We like that song.
And it's all about that bass, baby.
It's all about that bass. My Louis Vuitton.
Do you know the dance? We should totally do a TikTok right now.
Yeah, we don't. No.
Oh no? Can we rapid fire to you with some TikTok moves right now?
Maybe next time.
We should get the ball one where we have to go like this and roll our arms around.
I'm going to give one more.
I've always wanted to do that
I
one.
really want to do that. I would do it with you, Aubree. You know I would.
Only if we can do it in Philly on our next podcast.
There you go. Right.
Between the
Oh,
two
gosh.
of you.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
There you go. Did you see? Look at our picture in Atlanta.
I loved the Atlanta show.
24 karat. I mean, that was the Studio
Was it?
24.
This was the karaoke.
Studio 24.
Studio 24.
Oh, that was my favorite moment, I think, ever in jewelry, maybe.
Going to the,
with you when you invited, when Bill took me as his date.
yeah.
Oh,
24 karat
yeah,
club.
they invited us to go along with them for their table. It was amazing.
Well, we're hoping this August that Guy will come.
Yes.
And
She was saying you should come to the 24 karat, but I had this get up. I'm like, well, we're kind of.
You did have that get up to
I
do.
kind of had all this all prepared.
Cheech and Chong?
No, you know what? Exactly.
Is that? I mean, what is going on?
70s.
This is a 70s like disco kind of thing.
He's a
So I
disco
found
guy
the
with the
shirt.
mus-
I got the shirt.
Oh, I
And
love
that's me. I got the bling and,
And then the
thing.
wives decided to go to Party City and buy some stuff.
The wives bought all the great facial hair.
I love that mustache, though.
Oh my
That's
God.
great.
We had a great time.
And then we sang a great song.
What song?
Have you ever seen The Rain?
Have you ever seen the rain? Creedence Clearwater.
Oh, yeah.
I wanna know.
No. Have you ever? Yeah. Did you guys sing it together?
Yes.
I had to sing that.
We have a video of it. And we
Oh,
published
I
it to the-
should probably.
still-
I could show you videos of. I joined an adult tap class because a friend of mine in the industry who's just recently passed.
An adult what?
Tap class.
Tap.
They kick my tushy though. Those 70-year-old women do in New
Oh,
York,
they
they can really get it way better than I ever thought about being. These women are great. So. But
Good
my,
deal.
My friend Tracy, who recently passed, was like, "You're gonna be the worst empty nester ever. You need hobbies."
Yeah.
I was like, "I can get some
You
hobbies."
got lots of hobbies. I know you do. Let's end this with one more question.
Oh.
And then you can tell people how to get in touch with you.
Absolutely.
One more rapid fire question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is the best advice you had ever received? You have ever received. The best advice you have ever received.
engage the brain first. My dad wrote that in my passage, and that was all they wrote for my senior picture in my yearbook was engage the brain first.
I like it.
And it just, it resonates.
There you
My
go.
mom and dad, that was love mom and dad, and then my brother's name. So you know the little messages
Think
they put.
before you speak.
Engage your brain first. Like,
Get your
don't just
education.
diarrhea of the mouth, Aubree. Like, they know me, obviously. They raised me. But I think for them, it was also about the golden rule, being kind. Being kind, number one, is always put yourself in the other person's shoes. That's the only thing I can hope for.
Yeah, I love the golden rule.
Well, she
The
grew up
golden
like
rule.
she went to a parochial Catholic school, and was raised Catholic, and you're going to
Very
church
Catholic.
3 times a year. So it's kind of
It's a little bit
ingrained in you.
different.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
I was like a young,
I went to
farmer's girl with a 62 people in my graduating class, and my kids are complaining about having 520 in theirs. And I'm like, that's a lot of people, you guys.
Yeah. Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, this
Oh
was
my God,
great.
thank
Tell
you guys.
everyone how
Okay.
to find you. What
What's
you
the
know? what-
best way to get in touch
what's
with
the
Aubree?
best way?
I would say maybe not so much Aubree, but RDI as well.
Yeah.
It's 1-800-874-8768. Yes, I did remember that. And then the extension of myself is 129 if you don't have an RDI rep that you're connecting with.
Right.
However, if you do have an RDI rep that you're connecting with and you want to reach out on some of the new promotions and all the new stuff that we have going on, which there's so many, reach out to contact your person and just say, hey, listen, I want to get involved in October for your buying event. I want to come in town and have you guys. That's actually my secret from the elevator. The secret is RDI and myself, we're going to be allowing $250 travel voucher
To come to your
to
event.
come to our event that we also take care of your room, your hotel. We had
Meals,
a
they
beautiful
host.
wine tour, the last one, the jewelers. We always bring in different guests. So that's my secret. And I decided to share it here. I shouldn't have, maybe. But nobody's asked me what my secret is. They just think that this pose right here is my secret.
And let's back up.
Oh,
What
boy.
some of our listeners don't know is Aubree, this is her signature.
Like,
Okay?
oh my God,
All
I
her
can't believe
pictures.
that.
Oh my gosh, it's been that way for decades.
Years.
Well, over at the hotel, the host hotel, each elevator has her full-length picture slapped, all that picture of her. And what does it say?
It's each ever? I thought it was just one elevator.
Okay, it's just one elevator.
Okay, thank you. Holy smolies. And then
What
RDI
does
is on
it
the rest
say
of them.
on it?
It just says, ask Aubree her secret.
Ask Aubree her secret. And they're jewelers
Or,
that are going
no,
up
I'm
to
sorry. What's Aubrey's secret?
And they're taking pictures of her, and people are sending it to her.
They're taking pictures of me with me.
With you.
And themselves
But
in
so,
some
yeah,
cases.
we're going to do a follow-up on how that piece of marketing worked out for Aubree here at the RJO show
Oh,
in San
boy.
Antonio. And if it works, then, you could expect to see her on an elevator near
No.
you in Philadelphia.
With both of you
look
next
at
to
that.
me. How's that? With a pearls of wisdom
Look
on
at
one of
this.
the other ones.
Hashtag Aubree secret.
Hashtag
go.
Aubree secret. Maybe
Yep.
you should come to our buying event, and that will be my $250 voucher, and we'll take care of everything
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
Right. Wow.
That would be awesome
You
to
can
have
also
you
teach her
there.
stuff about getting better,
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would love to invite you to
markets to
come,
jewelry
and
stores.
we have jewelry stores that come from all over the country, not just our RJOers, but everybody.
Sounds great. I'm
It's
there.
like we're doing a lot of
Let me-
bonding here.
Fall
Woo!
foliage too. You get to
All
go
right.
up and
Where is
down.
it happening?
Rochester, New York. It's where our
Perfect.
headquarters
Cheers
is
to
located.
us.
Nice.
Oh yes, cheers!
Nice, I
Thank
got
you
beer.
guys so much for
Everybody.
having me.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you started off early this morning. She
No,
said,
I
"What
did have a beer
happened?"
earlier, and
That's suspect.
I
right
was
there,
looking
right?
for candy, and then I'm like, I just.
I'll just have a Pepsi.
You can always get a Tootsie Roll at my booth.
All right.
What kind of candy? You like chocolate or?
Yeah, some chocolate.
Okay,
You
I'll
know,
go
I don't
get
do
some. Just
too
go-
much candy, but
just
I'll
go
bring
down
you
the
some
aisle.
Tootsie Rolls back. Everybody loves our Tootsie
Yeah,
Rolls.
go
Alright.
and pick up some chocolate on the way.
I
Look
will.
how good you did. Now, would you?
We're
oh
done?
my God.
Yeah,
See
you're
that?
done.
Oh God, that was easier than I
Oh,
thought it was
see,
gonna
we're
be.
just chilling, having a good time.
I know. I got nervous a few times. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It was rough.
But you were good.
I was really gonna pee my pants.
Ah.
Yes, I was so nervous.
She's such an empath, I think.
And I am an empath.
She's an
And then I
empath.
saw Ted walk by and Kelly, all of my stores that knew how nervous I would be, walk by because they're loving and caring individuals.
That's
And
so
they're
bad.
walking by, so then I was like, okay, I got to be strong because they're walking by and I can't come up with it.
I think you did fantastic. Aubree.
Absolutely, that was fantastic.
Thank you
And,
for
and,
having
and we'd
me.
love to have you back.
Absolutely.
I would like to
Yep.
get Sam on here.
Or Christy.
Oh yeah,
For Rare and
Christy
Forever?
goes into stores
She,
and trains.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
we with
got
all of them.
24. She's at my booth right now. I'll send her
She
over if you have
is
time.
Fantastic.
Wow. Okay, sounds good.
And you can save mine for a long time and you don't have to post it.
Christy
No,
just
that's
started
going up
working.
tomorrow. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Christy,
I might try to get Christy over here.
she
One
would
more?
do it if you were here.
Oh, yeah, I'll do
probably.
it. Maybe knock one more out.
Christy was my sales rep. She was my manager in 2 of the stores I worked with, and also my maid of honor,
Oh wow.
and the mother of my Great Dane puppy.
Oh,
So that's how
wow.
close we are.
Look at that.
And she broke into the industry 18 years in independent world
Mm-hmm.
and managing a couple of different independent stores and started in like a K's, I believe, and then transferred over with Kelly Waters
And worked wholesale.
and did
side.
wholesaling on that side. And then we nabbed her for our Rare and Forever to go into stores and teach all of our jewelers
Nice.
She does
and
in-store
markups,
training.
in-store training. She does everything.
One training with a person. And what I thought was really cool, she told me that the Rare and Forever brand, which is RDI's, Rare and Forever brand,
It's our
that
no
this-
BGM.
this jeweler hadn't sold any
Oh, Jay
at all
Thomas,
in,
yeah.
in a couple of years or whatever.
Yes.
It had been a while.
He was one of our OGs, first people
So
on.
Christy goes into the store and talks to every single salesperson, and she trains them one-on-one. And it was like they sold like
They've sold 6 diamonds since
6
the
diamonds.
beginning of January. Natural,
just went there
Rare
last
and
year.
Forever. Yeah.
Nice.
so within
She
mo-
learns
within
every
the
single
next
person.
week,
Yeah.
everybody in that store was trained properly on Rare and Forever, and of course that's what they're going to push because they know how to sell Rare and
Yeah.
Forever. And in 1 week they sold 6 times.
Nice.
And she knows. She's got 18 years experience in a jewelry store. She's got wholesale side experience, and she's really cool. So yeah,
Not only that, I think she takes the time to learn how each person learns.
she's got a fun personality.
Tact. Yeah, she's my bestie.
So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was great. You did great. We had a great, fun conversation.
It was so good to meet you finally.
Oh, yes,
I've
nice
seen
meeting
you all the time.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's been a big
Make
fan of the
sure-
podcast.
Perfect. And make sure everyone checks out and looks for Aubree at RDI and looks for the whole team. They're
Yes.
amazing. And RJ was amazing.
Yes.
And by the way, we're all amazing. and
We're just
gonna drop
I
the-
think she's amazing.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
amazing. Everybody that's taping us and watching us right now, making me super nervous, they're amazing too.
I think so. Janelle's really amazing.
So,
And you know what
I
else is
appreciate
amazing?
you. Thank you.
This right here is amazing because
Yes.
it's free every single month.
make sure you check out Southern Jewelry News and Mid America Jewelry News. Check
Mm-hmm.
out RDI.
Check out Jewelry Store
Jewelry
Marketers.
Store Marketers. Pearls of Wisdom. Thanks
So
a lot.
awesome. Is that what we do? Woohoo! I'm gonna have to change that up for you guys before the end of this.
Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I think we need to like
1, 2, 3, wisdom.
woohoo is kind of a low grade. I think we need to be like woo, like get it
Whoa.
going,
Wait.
go deep
This
with
isn't
it.
the WWE.
Yeah, I'm the ruiner though. Come on, remember last Houston show?
This isn't SmackDown.
Well,
Okay.
All right.
Thank
This
you.
is the longest goodbye we've ever had in the
I
history
won't say
of
goodbye.
goodbyes.
Just so you know,
We're not gonna say
this
goodbye.
happens at my house every time somebody tries to leave. I don't let them leave. I sit at the door and I keep talking. So I'll get up. Deuces, everybody. I love you
Okay.
guys. Thank you so much for
right.
having me.
Thanks for
Bye.
listening to the Pearls of Wisdom Jewelry Podcast. For more information about the show, please visit southernjewelrynews.com/podcast, brought to you by Southern Jewelry News and Jewelry Store Marketers. Make sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you can catch the next show. See you then.